Hey guys, it's Alyssa Marie, your intuitive reader. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Today we are going to be journeying, we're going to be astral traveling to the Temple of Alyssia together. But before we get started, it would help me out so much if you guys click subscribe and of course hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. I now have a regular upload schedule of new vids every Tuesday and Thursday. If you are interested in a personal reading, the link is down below. So let's go ahead and get into it. So before we get started in the actual meditation, I'll put the timestamp of when the meditation starts. I am going to talk a little bit about the Temple of Alyssia, and I have some notes here. So let me first tell you, I heard about this temple, honestly, I want to say last week. And I was on Etsy and I was looking at items, and this one seller had a blanket that was the Temple of Alyssia. It didn't really show much of what the Temple of Alyssia looked like or anything, but rather it was titled the Temple of Alyssia. And when I heard that, I was like, what's the Temple of Alyssia? Well, turns out that this is a Pleiadian temple, and the seller did say the Pleiadian Temple of Alyssia. I then was like, okay, I'm going to ask my guides what this temple is. I'm very drawn to it. And of course, I'm very drawn to it because it's Alyssia, which is very similar to my name, Alyssa. And so I thought that was a little, like sign as well to look into it. Well, I went inward, right? And I asked my guides to basically show me this temple, tell me what this temple is, what's the significance of it, what does it look like. I actually did a very rudimentary sketch. I did this outside actually recently, just sat outside in the sun and got these answers. So first of all, this is a Pleiadian temple, and it is primarily used for etheric DNA activation, right? And remember, we have our physical DNA, but then we also are said to have etheric DNA, which is part of our ethereal bodies. Now, anybody who is connected to Source is able to use this temple. For humans, when we travel there, it helps us to activate our Pleiadian etheric DNA. For the Pleiadians themselves, it helps them to deepen their ties to their homeland and to their ancestry. As for other star beings, extraterrestrials that choose to visit this temple, they also can use it to activate their Pleiadian past. Also, it is used for protection. That's another thing. When we look at the Pleiadians, you can look at my video I have about the Pleiadian diamond light vortex. We really talk about that diamond light vortex and like the healing light of Alcyon. And remember, if you don't know already, at least to me, Alcyon is the central sun of the Pleiadian star cluster. And it is through that sun that we can actually receive a lot of protection, okay, with that diamond light vortex. So I just wanted to quickly let you guys know what the Temple of Alyssia is, but now we are going to go ahead and get started in the actual meditation. So as always, with all of my guided meditations, I want you guys to know it will be silent. All you will hear is my voice. If you do choose to use music, now is the time to go pick out some music. I do this again so that, if people don't want to have music, they don't have music. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Make sure you are in a comfortable spot where you're not going to be interrupted. And, if you want to sit up, sit up. You want to lie down, lie down. Doesn't matter, as long as you're comfortable and you got a nice, clear mind, we're going to go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to take a deep breath, take several deep breaths actually. We're going to do them, do them at your own pace, but here we go. All right. And as you're doing this, of course, relax and close your eyes. So here we go. All right. So now that we've taken some deep breaths, we're going to go ahead and make sure your eyes are closed, and we're going to start with a grounding exercise. And this is very simple. All I want you to do is, in your mind's eye, I want you to see yourself in a third person perspective, so you're looking at yourself. And I want you to imagine beautiful golden white light flowing from source in a beam, a straight down beam, and it's coming down, down, down through the Earth's atmosphere, through the sun, and from the sun it's coming down, down, down to you. And it's going to be entering your crown chakra. And now this beam of light, this divine love energy is coming down through your chakras. And do know, again, that as this happens, pay attention to what you're feeling. Are you feeling warmth? Are you feeling love? What are you feeling? Tingling? It can vary. So we're going down with that light. Now it's coming out through our root chakra, and it's going down into the earth, down, down into the inner earth, where it's going to stop at the core. And now with that exercise, you are connected to source energy, you're connected to your higher self, and you're also connected deep into Mother Earth, okay? So now, as we go on, I do want you to see everything in the first person perspective, okay? So here we go. We are going to be traveling to the Pleiadian temple of Alyssia, which is, again, a temple used for activating your Pleiadian etheric DNA. So I want you to see a spacecraft, all right? I want you to see a spacecraft. Now pay attention. What does this spacecraft look like? What are the colors? How big is it? Notice those details. But I want you to see that this spacecraft has a door. It's coming down almost like a ramp, and you feel just this urge to go inside. So I want you to go inside that spacecraft, okay? Take your time, walk up to that craft. And then once you're inside, that ramp is going to close up. Now, this spacecraft is really high tech, right? You just have to press one button with where you want to go and you'll go. So I want you to notice, click Pleiadian star cluster on that screen there. It's a touch screen, Pleiadian star cluster. And now select Temple of Alyssia. Okay, as simple as that. You can go ahead and take a seat. You're going to notice that as we ascend, it's going to feel very, very easy and smooth. This ride is not like a plane on Earth or anything like that. There's no shaking. It's not like a rocket. It's so smooth. You don't even feel it, okay? But this spaceship is going to ascend, and it's going to ascend out of the Earth's atmosphere through the dimensions. So here we go. So we're ascending. You can look out the window if you'd like. You don't have to, but just notice your surroundings, and we're going to go up, up. We're going to the Pleiadian star system, but we're actually also not only traveling physically, but we're traveling interdimensionally, okay? Because this is a very special spacecraft. So here we go. We're going to travel now. It's going to happen so quickly, okay? It's going to be almost instantaneous. And this is because, again, this is technology that we as humans have not yet discovered. So here we go, and we are here. We are here to the Temple of Alyssia. I want you to go ahead. You know, this little spacecraft, it made a ding right when you're here. That's how you know. But of course, not only did you see the ding, but if you look out the window, check out that temple. Okay, check out that temple. I want you to pay attention. What does that temple look like to you? Okay, very important to know, what does it look like to you? To me, it is very ornate. It is very beautiful. To me, I see Romanesque type pillars. But of course, we all have our own perception. How does your mind, how does your soul, as you're astral traveling here, see that temple? So I want you to exit the spacecraft, go down that ramp, and we're going to walk up to the temple. So I'm going to do my best here to describe the temple as I see it, but of course, feel free to, whatever you see, fill in the details, okay? So to me, this temple is actually a circular type structure. It's square on the outside, but on the top is a dome. And on the top of the dome is a big hole. And we're going to enter the temple, and I'm going to show you why. So here we go. Take a hold of the handle and enter this temple. Now, this is beautiful inside. To me, I see these beautiful golds. I see marble. And what's so beautiful is that dome, okay? And that dome has this really strong light that is going to be coming in. It's covered right now, but you can see that there's some controls there that it lets light in. And what I am being told is that that light is directly from Alcyon, the central sun. And that light is what's going to stream down into this temple. This temple actually has a series of mirrors, okay, that are on stands. And this light is going to reflect off of the mirrors, and it's actually going to almost charge the light because the stands that the mirrors are on are made of crystals, different beautiful crystals that energetically charge up the glass of the mirror, which then charges up even more the light of Alcyon, okay? And then in doing so, this powers a particular platform that you're going to stand on. So I know that that's a lot of information, okay? But we will go through that again, of course, as we do it. Now, inside the temple, you'll notice that there are some beautiful Pleiadian beings. They're wearing these white cloaks and robes with greens and golds, and these are actually the Pleiadian emissaries of light. The temple is primarily run by this council. Okay. Now I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time here. I want you to talk to these Pleiadian emissaries of light. I'm going to let you talk for 1 minute. I'm going to time it, 1 earthly minute that is. And I will come back then, all right? So let's go ahead. You can talk to them. What do they want to say to you? We're going to start that now. All right, so I hope that quick conversation, even if the emissaries of light didn't say anything to you in words, that's okay. A lot of these beings use different ways to communicate, okay? So now what we're going to do is we are going to do what I said before with the light. And what happens in here is that the person, you are going to stand on that platform that I talked about. It's actually an enclosed platform. But you're going to stand on it. They're going to open that little door, and into the dome is going to come that Alcyon light. It's going to reflect again off the mirrors. They're crystal charged, and it's going to charge up, create a lot of divine, beautiful energy, which is actually going to then ascend this platform. Okay? And so, just so you know, hope you're not too afraid of heights, but we are going to be ascending very high up, honestly hundreds of feet. I would say about 300 feet, and we're going to ascend. But don't worry, you are safe and you are enclosed, okay? You will be able to see outside because it is made of a glass-like material. It's a transparent material that we're enclosed in on the platform. But we are going to be ascending about 300 feet, and that's because this platform gets you closer and closer to that Alcyon beautiful light in doing so. So I want you to step up on that platform, and you'll notice the Pleiadian Emissaries of Light, they kind of have this little panel over there. They're going to select some buttons, and that's going to create that enclosed part of the platform. Okay. And not only are we going to have this beautiful light be charged by the crystals, it's also going to be charged by a chant, okay? And this is an ancient chant that they use in the Temple of Alyssia. So as you're standing in this platform, of course, look around at the beautiful temple, look at the details. You're going to notice that these Pleiadian Emissaries of Light, I see here about 5 individuals. Sometimes there may be more, sometimes less. They're going to stand around this platform. They're going to hold hands, and they're going to do this chant as the Alcyon light is reflecting off the mirrors, getting charged up to the platform. They're going to chant, and this beautiful chant, this beautiful almost poem is going to create all of this energy to ascend your platform, okay? And as the platform is ascending, you're also going to have that light activating your DNA, and you're going to start feeling this certain sensation that's going to be different for all of you. Some of you might have physical sensations. Some of you might have mental ones. You might see things. Whatever you feel, it's important to note, okay? But this is activating your ancient and maybe sometimes not so ancient Pleiadian etheric DNA as this happens, okay? So this is going to be relaxing but also intense, if that makes sense, okay? So here we go. They're pushing the buttons. They're gathering around you. Hands are held, and they're going to start their chant. The light is coming down. It's been charged. Here is the chant. Alyssia, Alyssia mate, singo sola sani Alcyon salete, Alcyon sate siate sibole, siate Pleiadia somo, ziale, Pleiadia somote, Kiale shola idova. And as they said that, you are now rising up. Now again, it's going to go really fast, but it doesn't feel fast because again, this is technology we have yet to discover. We're going up, 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 up so high, up closer and closer to that Alcyon light. I want you to look out. What do you see right now? You should be seeing other parts of this beautiful, beautiful planet you happen to be on. We are noticing nature, maybe some other beings out there. It's however you're seeing it. What are you seeing? That light is pouring onto you, and your body is really processing that now. You might not feel it here in the astral realm. You might feel it more as you enter your physical body again. So we are now going to descend back down and down, down, down very quickly again, but it doesn't feel it. Doesn't feel jarring. It feels very smooth. And you are now here. They're going to push some buttons. You're exiting that capsule, that almost kind of elevator thing you used. So I want you to exit it, and I want you to say thank you. So again, I want you to express gratitude to the temple, to Alcyon, and also to the Pleiadian Emissaries of Light that are here with you today. So go ahead and do that. All right, so now it's time to go home. All right, it's time to go home. It was a great opportunity. I want you to exit the temple. As you're exiting the temple, again, look around. What do you see in this temple? Notice colors, notice maybe even scents. Notice any sounds. What do you notice about it? We're going to be exiting the temple. Such a beautiful temple and so ancient. And I want you to go ahead, and your spacecraft is still waiting for you. I want you to get inside of that spacecraft again. Now I want you to go back over to that screen and select your location of home, wherever home is to you, wherever your body is. I want you to select that on the map. We're going back to Earth. Okay? And now, again, you can take a seat, you can stand up. You're safe in here. You can look out the windows. We're going to be traveling back down to wherever you are on Earth. So as we do this, you're going to be going through the different dimensions very quickly, again, all the way down to the third. Here we go. Go ahead and look out. And now we're about to land, and we've landed. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and get out, and we're going to go and enter our body. So I want you to go back to your body. I want you to now see your body through your eyes there. See your body, and we're going to enter it. So all you do, walk into your body, and on the count of 3 and a snap, I want you to open your eyes. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, guys, so you are back. Now is a great time to take out a notebook and write down, or, your computer, type it out. Type out how that experience was, of course, what sensations you felt, and notice too how you're feeling right now, but also notice how you'll feel in the coming hours and the coming days, because that was an intense activation, and it was intense. And so you might notice some things in the next few days, more memories from your Pleiadian lifetimes, or even, just different views coming through. There's many things that could happen. But if you don't, that's okay too. Remember that you can redo this meditation as many times as you like, right? It's free here on YouTube. This is always going to be here, so you can redo it. You can also visit the Temple of Alyssia whenever you'd like. You don't need to use the guided meditation either. So I hope that you guys thoroughly enjoyed this meditation. I really enjoyed doing it for you guys. And let me know what you think. Let me know how you saw the temple, if you'd like to, and how it went for you. So I'll see you guys next time, okay? Thank you so much for all your support. Bye-bye.